welcome back to the Be Your Meditation channel. It's really important that we learn to check in with ourselves throughout the day. After all, we can't be happy all of the time and we can't be healthy all of the time. Obviously, meditation and mindfulness is going to allow us to be more content and healthier. But we need to just let our body know sometimes that we know how it's feeling. So if we're tired, we're mindfully tired. We want to wrap a blanket around ourselves, or we want to go to bed early. Or if we're unhappy, maybe we want to put some music on that lifts us up, and we just recognise that, we're feeling a little bit down today, but that's okay. So however you do that is really important. You could either do a mood meter, so you could do a chart between 0 and 10 and just mark it. How am I feeling today? Maybe you just want to do something else, like check in with yourselves during a meditation by just asking yourself, all right, how am I feeling today? And that's okay. Maybe you want to do a different type of mood meter where you actually plot all the things, all your emotions and all your feelings like happy, sad, content, bored, tired, and just mark every day the ones that you're feeling. There are really good apps out there as well, mood meter apps, and I suggest that you look at some of those because they can be really helpful as well. But whatever it is, you're allowing yourself to just accept that's how you're feeling, and without judgment or without worrying about how you're feeling, we're just accepting and then we're letting go. So let's do a check-in today. So get yourselves comfortable. Make sure that your back is as straight as can be without being too uncomfortable. Your feet are flat on the floor unless you're sat in the proper cross-legged position, and your hands are comfortably in your lap, however that is comfortable for you. And we'll start off by looking down, chin slightly tucked in, at the floor or in front of you, eyes half open, just gazing. Remembering to blink if you need to. And just start now to be aware of your breathing. Just follow your breath either in your stomach, in your chest, or as the air leaves your nostrils, wherever is more comfortable for you. And now just ask yourself the question in your own mind, how am I feeling today? Or maybe you want to ask, how am I feeling right now? And whatever comes to mind, whether it's a negative or a positive response, just accept, and let all thoughts or judgments go by returning to the breath. And you'll notice that I do this at the beginning of most of the meditations that I do on this channel, because it is really important. But we can take this a bit further now, so you can close your eyes if you want to. Now just take your attention to your feet for me. And just acknowledge how your feet are feeling today. Maybe they're cold. Maybe there's some pain there from past injuries. Maybe you feel them warm. Be aware of how they support the body when you walk. And how important your feet are. And your ankles, how are your ankles feeling today? Just acknowledging what emotion or what feeling arises as you concentrate on those ankles. And what about now the calves and the shins of the legs? What thoughts come to mind? What feelings? How does the temperature feel? How does your skin feel? Maybe you can feel the material of the clothes around this area. How do they feel? Now your knees. How do your knees feel today? Do they feel strong? Do they feel flexible? Or do they feel tight? And whatever emotion or feeling or thought arises, just let it go and return to the breath. And now the tops of the legs and the thighs, how are they feeling today? How do your muscles feel? Do they feel relaxed? Or is there some pain there from a muscle injury? Maybe there's some stiffness because you haven't been able to do any exercise. And what about your abdomen? How is that feeling right now? Maybe you've had problems in this area before, and your body is just letting you know that it's still there, and that's okay. We're acknowledging right now that we understand that's how it's feeling. And what about your stomach? How is your stomach feeling? Does it feel knotted? Sometimes we feel fear when there's a knot in the stomach, or maybe there's butterflies. There's some nervousness there. Or maybe it feels calm. Maybe it feels positive. This is all about your self-power in your stomach as well, your self-confidence. So maybe there's just an uneasy feeling there if you're not feeling confident at the moment. And what about your chest? Your lungs, how are they breathing right now? Do we need to take a deep breath and bring in some fresh air? And a longer breath out to get rid of that stale air. How does the heart feel? Have you been feeling really emotional lately, and so you start to think about that as you concentrate on the heart area? Do you feel sadness here? Do you feel happiness? Or is there a feeling of nothing right now? And it's all okay. We're just allowing the body to know it's okay how it's feeling. Because we're not going to feel like this every minute of the day. In half an hour, in 10 minutes, we might feel completely different. And what about those shoulders? All the weight that they're carrying from all the tension and all the worry that maybe you're experiencing right now. The stress, we often carry all of this in our shoulders, but also if we're working at home on laptops or in work, there can sometimes be some tension there, or maybe we've slept awkwardly and we can feel those muscles not completely relaxed. And the arms now, and the elbows and the hands, how are they all feeling? Do they feel comfortable in your lap or uneasy? Are they still or are they a little shaky? And as we're taking our attention to every part of this body, you're also giving yourself some healing, because you're letting the body know it's okay. And we're taking our attention to those areas so that we can accept and heal. And now the throat and the neck. Has there been any sore throats lately, or have you been feeling like you can't tell people how you're really feeling, so there's maybe a block in communication here? How does the jaw feel? And the cheeks? Have you been experiencing sinus issues lately? You've woken up and you've woken up with maybe some pain underneath the eyes and above the eyes. Maybe there's some tension in the back of your eyes or your forehead. Maybe you've been having headaches or just some stress, tension headaches. And your scalp, how does that feel? Is it itchy or is it calm? And all we're doing is acknowledging every single part of us and just accepting how each part is feeling and noticing what thoughts or feelings arise as we take our attention to these areas. And now let's finish with a mantra. So on the inner breath, say I am, and on the outer breath, say happy and healthy. Are you ready? I am happy and healthy. I am happy and healthy. I am happy and healthy. And let's ground ourselves now. So just take your attention to your feet and feel them on the ground. Be aware of your body being supported by the weight of where you sit. And start to move those hands and feet or wiggle those fingers and toes to start waking your body up. And in your own time, when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and come back to me. So it doesn't need to be for that long. It can just simply be a minute, or you can just take your attention to the parts of the body that you know you're experiencing problems with. Or like I said, you can try the mood meter apps or write it on paper, but just start to check in. It can be a really good distraction when you're feeling stressed, just to take yourself out of those thoughts and out of that stress and just ask yourself, okay, how am I really feeling? And for that moment, you're in the present moment, so those thoughts just go away. And we have time to just connect with ourselves. So let's do a card for everyone watching out there. Whatever time or day you're watching this will be when you need this card. And the card is step away from the crowd. And this is saying, be different, be unique, be you. You know, things like this sometimes can feel different and unusual and a bit odd to some people. But does it matter? Does it really matter what other people think? If it's doing you some good, then that's fine. So if you're being a little bit different, you're trying something different like meditation for the first time, but people aren't very accepting of it, doesn't matter. Your body, your mind, your decisions. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you have a great week, and I'll catch up with you soon. And remember, stay mindful. Bye for now. If you like the video, then please subscribe, like and share, and hit that notification bell. And remember, stay mindful.